Jesus, amen.
Amen.
I normally have time for myself because firstly, when I joined the pageant, I didn't know it's a 12-month thing. Remember, I'm new to that. So I'm still studying my master's in public management.
Ladies and gentlemen, and what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This your boy T for the one and only Mr. Self-Made Man, Radical 3Z. Yeah.
Tsamoa, your girl Koki.
Yeah. Makarizi, Limoni, last episode. But he's here. Our guy is here. Before we can start, guys, shout out or this episode it's what?
Proudly sponsored.
Akire by Tsamoa Production. Unit 14 Mafika South Africa. Continent Africa. Yo, I cannot pause because today I want to guys, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I want to get
Yes,
you can
why not?
Finally, she's here.
Yeah. And for the invitation. I'm really honored to be here with you guys.
Our nations, okay, our subscribers, our followers, our nation.
Oh, that's great.
So that how good our nation. We do raya bone batho ba le barona gore re lo tsela matsapa guys lo bona le
Let's set out in talk.
tse di serious ka nako.
Nice.
I agree last la go bola ne rena le Mr. SA. Brian Motobi.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear ka Brian Motobi?
I will be lying, no?
Okay.
Yes.
Brian Rautega. Yeah, no.
Why not?
Why not?
We need to collaborate.
Yeah.
We should.
Most South Africa retwetsi Miss King
Miss
SA. Yeah, SA. Maloba go ne re ithuta ka Mr. and gompieno re na le
Mrs.
One Kaluganya.
South Africa.
Batho ba batla go utlwa voice ya gago thata a re tshimolela ko ntlheng re na le mang o tswang kae ka kgolo.
Okay. My name is Berlina Lekgethwane. Ke mosetsana wa ko Bojanala. I'm 35 years old. I'm a mother, I'm a wife.
You look 22. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm full-time manager in government in Moses Kotane local municipality as the manager of media marketing and communications / spokesperson for the municipality. So Berlina Kholetse Komotse. I normally say I'm a village girl. So I grew up in a village. I went to the public school there in Rustenburg in the village called Ramokokastad. And I did my grade 1 up to grade 12 there. And after that, and things opened. I came to Mafike, Northwest University, Mahikeng campus. It was 2006 to 2008. I did my Bachelor of Communications degree there. And after that, I went back home. Life here better. It was not easy. 2008, I graduated. 2009, January, February, I was not working, and I was like, I thought that, companies owe me a job because I'm a graduate, that I'll quickly get hired. Can't, it's not always that simple. I went back to school, and then I did my honors, Mahikeng. That was full time. And life started. I'm still a student. I'm doing my second master's degree.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'm
in the same field.
I've done my first master's was master's in business administration because my family are the people that sell tomatoes, anything to survive. We recycle homemade bricks. So I just felt like, I'm an entrepreneur at heart because of most of my food and my school fees came from those tomatoes and cabbages. So that's Berlina for you. So now she made it to the 4th February 2023. she made it to the semi-finalist of the Miss
Oh,
South
yes,
Africa.
yes. Right there. Before Yako.
Yes.
Your story is so interesting. South Africa someone ako muting.
Yeah.
O go isitsweng ke lelapa le le nang le botho. Ke tlile thapelo a teng gore o go mme wa tumelo. Mo mentsi thata. A re tsene thata mo go tsa kgolo go ya ka dikereke go ya le ka botho bo botswa mo lelapeng lo le bana ba le kae mo lapeng.
I'm from a family e leng gore re 5 mo lapeng. My siblings ke leboga modimo sentse ba botlhe re mo botshelong. We are 5. I'm the third one. And interestingly, most of the things go high, like I'm the first one or the explorer. I was the first one to go to university. Ko Rustenburg ke gona le di opportunities tsa meepo, which is mining sector.
Yeah.
So I did maths and science at high school, and there was an opportunity for me to venture into mining sector. But Berlina inside said, I want to go to varsity. And my parents were like, but where are you going to get the school fees? And I said, God will provide. So I'm the type of person who says God will provide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mosadi wa tumelo.
Yes. Through faith we can make it.
So lo goletse mo kerekeng go ga lona ore le ba le dumela le mo setsong.
Re goletse mo kerekeng. We are the type of people ba ileng gore every Sunday we go to a Christian church.
Okay.
How likadi what is that? Christmas. Ha other young people ba ile ko kai. We are the type of people that my parents would say, like, before going anywhere we study in a church. Like Hokaula di Jara, when 12 o'clock midnight we at church, and sometimes we envy other people to say babamba babum nate, but Rona we would always comply with how Khodiso ya molapen to say until midnight. From there ke hona tla yang go dilong tsa hao. So yeah, we are the Christian people. Hamonate jwang.
All right. So ke rata title ya MRS.
Yes.
Wa mo shapa 10 no to ka ntate gore are o ke a motsaya ke church's fan.
I met my husband when I was doing kile ko Univo. He was working in ngwana school, more like stock. So we met, and I was like, when I started, I said to my friends, they say, I'm not gonna fall in love, you know the chomi, and then more than but chomi you are falling, and he said that I'll fall in love, Mama Fike. My husband is from Mafike, Kodisaning, so ki mo Mafike. And yeah, I call it home now because now I'm residing in Mafikeng. They know that Mafikeng is the home. Yeah.
Wow. Ya no ra tswelela. Piging ya no. Sharp rutule go lo gantsi ka wena ka tsaka lelapa. O stimulate leng etle o bone kae the competition wa itsenene na jang go fitlhela re tla mo re leng teng no yana.
Interestingly, this is my first pageant.
Wow.
People are asking me, have you been Miss Mafikeng or Miss Rustenburg? No, guys, I've never been there. I've never been to any stage. The way I did the thing. I've always wished, I wish I can just be in modeling. I wish that I can participate in pageant. But pageant. So I'm from that deep rural area where Longhore. It was just a wish of things that we see in magazine and TV. And then I grew with that, and I thought that having kids, being married, in pageant we're talking about swimwear. So I said to myself, it means that wish, that career in me, that hobby is gone because now I'm a mother and now I'm married. And then last year, as I'm studying at night, something says, hi, Marmugel, why don't you try modeling, Why don't you ask Ntate to approve? Because then you have to wear the page, the swimwear. Yeah.
Mare, I'm a pele before, retla teng moa. Daddy, o ile a khona go amogela. How did he, like, o motsene yang gore, baby, this is what I'm going to do?
I always told him, now I still owe the young person within me modeling. I know I'm still I'm in full-time in government. I'm supposed to wear certain suits. I'm supposed to be a certain person. But no matter when I still want to wear that swimwear. Informally. And then he'll be looking at me and keep quiet. We wait about that swimwear, TV, go back home. So last year ke nna o ka mmotsa kere daddy, you know hona le tselelong gore tsena your husband ka yona. So I kere daddy wa itse hona le something se tlang. So I said, daddy, you know what, I think I really want to be serious. I want to venture into modeling. I want to venture into pageant. And I think it's something that God said I must do. And interestingly, I did not know honale pageant, the beauty pageant there up to 55-year-old.
Okay.
So this one is up to 55-year-old. So something says, put away your laptop, you are studying is at night. I just felt like it's God saying that to me, because that time I get pageant. And I put away my laptop and I googled beauty pageant. And I saw the Mrs. South Africa. I started to research. I started to say, you know what, let me venture into this. Because I'm so I got approval from him, and because I think this is the platform that God wants me to use. Young people, to be a mentor, to be, a role model out there. And then because Lena is a God-fearing person, he said, you know what, the fact that you are saying Mujimu is using this platform, out there, I'm approving. I'll get to the swimwear, but shout
out Daddy, shout out Daddy.
It didn't actually take him long to approve of you doing this.
No, because you know what, if God says I should do this, even yesterday he said, I asked him, why are you supporting me so much into this? He said, because I see God into this. Wow. I see a lot of people. I see every school that you get to, you pray for the learners, you hold them by your hands. So wherever why not? It means I will definitely support you.
I mean, there's nothing amazing as having, the person that you love support.
Yeah.
I mean,
big time.
Yeah,
big time. No, you are really
out of this world.
True. Even the first time I went, my pageant walk, just 2 weeks, I think, or 3 weeks before I at the national stage, I got the 16-year-old lady who's in pageant, and my husband will go with me. They walk like this, catwalk, and then he'll be like, "Yo, but look, I could get the support. He's even willing to take me for the pageant walk, be on the car with kids." And sometimes when I join the pageant, they're like, "Mommy, this is how cat walks." So yeah.
Prepare the semi-final.
Yes.
And I get mo Facebook. Never lo beile yana. Mona tota ba go re ke rata ke bona the white people, ba bang go bona Mazulu, itapetse tsotlhe tsa mo South Africa. He ke shaba di likes. I was like, really? What's going on?
It's firstly how I started the journey, and I said, look, I don't know where the journey will take me up to. This is my first time. I became honest with the people. Another person could have been faked and said, you know what, I've been doing that. I said, you know what, no matter the result that will come, this is my first time in pageant. I'm actually going to, I even allowed people to say, if this is my walk, my normal walk, those who want to teach me walk, you are free, let's do this Northwest together. And I saw people saying, okay, come to my house, I'll teach you. I see you're not working properly. I think is, being me to say, because if the crown comes home, it's for all of us.
Yeah.
And then now I said I can do that, so help me in the journey. So I think a lot of time nowadays, but one fake. People, they no longer say you know. People, they just want to say no, actually this and this, and this is not the picture that you showed us when we started to follow you. So I think my honesty in telling people that this is my humble beginning. If you were to pass Kohai, don't expect a miracle of mountains. Because my parents bariksari tamati, bariksari cabbage. So I think that's how people started to fall in love with this brand called Berlina Lekgethwane. My swimwear, wow, it topped the whole comments. And I could feel what I was going through that day. I was like, what is my husband is at work. What are the guys saying in his office? He's in the meeting. What are guys saying? At church, you know, he's always putting things. It's more like he's a pastor bay to me. What are people saying? You know, so I felt whatever that he's going through, I said, you know what, God, strengthen him. Because I mean, this is just temporary for what we want to gain. So yeah, my swimwear was wow. And because my mentor was a 16-year-old, she said to me, "Oh, Berlina, your swimwear, you need to put a cape at the back and you need to have a drama." So my swimwear was so dramatic, and I think that's what, you know, flowed people.
So
into
was it
that.
custom made, or
I just bought a normal. Yeah, we bring everything ourselves. Our swimwear, the dresses that you saw me wearing, we bring to Miss South Africa until the final. Refund those things.
Okay.
So my swimwear, the red color, it was like I was going through a lot of spiritual attack. I was mostly sick actually before climbing the stage. So I said, the Holy Ghost fire needs to take over because I need to be in that stage. So I chose the red swimwear because of it resembled the fire. Fire, it burns anything that is against whatever that I wanted. My dress, for the pageant on stage, it was sky blue. The theme of that was that, Berlina, it's your first time on stage, but the sky is the limit.
Okay, that's amazing. So do you guys get to motivate your outfit on stage? Like
No.
No.
I don't know, because some contestants, they got dresses on the last minute. I was actually helping them. Friend, I saw where and where, but I knew that I need to custom make everything because I didn't know what the journey will end as the semi-finalist. Because remember, I am competing with people by pageant, so they're good with pageant work, they're good with everything, but without any background.
How was it? Instagram live. From semi-finals to stage. How was it? The feeling, your name, for stage.
I think firstly I was humbled, and I'm still humbled by the journey. And people are expecting me to be, you know, this hyper, and I come back and I'm a laid back and I'm a humble person, and they say, but you are there. Like, why are you so humble? And I'm like, remember, I started this journey. To my siblings, it started as a joke to say, hey, go contest. But So to see where God has taken me up to see other ladies with the beautiful walks being eliminated in a competition, and I'm still there. I become so emotional about the journey to say, Lord, so what now from here? So I think it's just humbling to me, and I'm really excited at the same time, because every time I want to quit, you know, to say this thing is clashing with my formal work, it's clashing with sometimes I feel like I'm not a perfect mother because I miss this meetings, you know, And my kids will be like, Mommy, I was expecting to see you didn't come. So there are those things that really hurts me on the journey, that I'm not there for my kids, or I'm forever on the way. My kids, I've got a 4 years and a 6 year, all those things. So every time I want to give up as Berlina, I remember my wish of assisting a lot of young people out there, and it gets me motivated again.
So have you lost any friends along the journey of being where you are today?
Sure, I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends. Ga re gola gona le batho ba leng gore o gola le bona, o tsena sekolo le bona, di high school le bona. Gona le batho ba leng gore le startile le hustler kaofela to say chomi a so berekere ko fe bukana every month. Wow, a lot of those people have distanced themselves from me. Le ha ke ya di auditioning, I told some of my people ba ne ke le close le bona to say I want to venture into modeling, and some they judged me. I was 34, I was 36. No, you're too fat for that, Berlina. No, cutting. I went through that. And then I realized that, what? As young people, I want to urge all the young people who will be listening to say, it shows that how batla is something, don't announce it before. Just go there, sit. Whether you're going for a work interview or whatever, just go there, because there are naysayers to say, nah, not you. But balibala mudimu, some they looked at the structure of my home, they looked at my parents, and I never hide my parents. I always showcase them. They made me who I am. And some they like, nah, we don't think you are this average enough to go through that. You'll be competing with manawa Dr. Mama. So yeah, I lost a lot of friends, and I take myself as a tree. When a tree keeps on growing, it loses some leaves, but it keeps going up. So I also said dilo tsa modimo ga di batle batho ba bangata, because I saw myself but by distance. Some they just watch the status, they can't even say congratulations. Some they were like friends. But Chomi, I'm following Big Brother, I'm following this lady, please vote for, but they can't even put me as their friend. So I forgave them. I can see why they felt like they don't want to associate me with the Mrs. brand, but they rather associate me as it's a or kisna. So it's their decision.
I think let them more mudimu batla go bontsha gore but
not for you.
They will be there for wena how ka ditshele go mo lo tshwere mongwe kgotsa go leng gona le ba ileng goreng o itse batho ba bontsi na debe ke le mo life ka teng ga o ra motho mo re ke batla go president of South Africa o work o le mang wena but ha tshimola a bona yana o le deputy president ke gona reng wa go tshabo gore o nna le daidene modimutisa khalalelo e kalokalo mo go ene wa go tshabo tshimola go tshaba o tlo tshwana le tsewa a re tsene mo di branding ke tlore kwa le itlele ka everything sa lona. So bo sponsorship wise stuff like that o ikgerezetsa o ipalamela o ithawa o ipatella maroko o ikapesa stuff like that.
Yeah, actually they capacitate us through workshops. We go through workshops to say, you know what, there's only one crown, ladies, 100, rest of the 100. We want you guys to push yourself so that omolomong atsomo competition abanale something. Now that is what is called brand ambassadors. And we said, no, we don't think we can be brand ambassadors. I certainly be brand ambassadors. Then, but capacitator enough. And on my semi-finalist journey, I was brand ambassador of 4 different companies. And I said, wow. Santla, before ke lo kopana le company, I pray for them. Because ke batho le bona. Some ba kopana le wena, motho no discard fela mara sa itse why. So I would say, God, put words into my mouth, because now I may say I don't know how to speak. And no. And once I know, I used to have problem, dealing with no. Yeah, rejection. Madam Bonds are, you know what, you are strong enough to deal with rejection. However, no, rejection is part of my vitamins to say, okay, I've been rejected. It means I'm approaching 20 more so that I get 4. So I was a brand ambassador for what is called Queen's Bakery. Nearly me one a baker maroto kamala takamakera aus Queen. The partner has passed on through COVID kar aus Queen. Let me be an influencer towards Borotobaha. Today, Queen's Bakery is supplying presents.
Wow.
Because every place I take picture with that brand. Also, Queen, when you go for sponsorship, show people there's what is called a brand relation. Like people talk about, okay, so that podcast they can feature Miss South Africa. Then they start to see it in a certain way. Oh, that bread, we see Miss South Africa eating that bread in the morning. Then it means that bread is a good bread. So yes, today I'm a brand ambassador for my journey, the current journey. I'm a brand ambassador for what is called Nogo Funerals. So yeah,
that one
so I'm a brand ambassador, and me being a hustler, me being a go-getter. Another lady may say, I don't want to be seen being a brand ambassador for a certain company, because join 249 premium, we look about 15 but we do most ethical thing to survive. So why not? Let's just hustle. We are not here to be choosy. You cannot choose where your bread comes from. So yeah, I'm a brand ambassador, and I'm keeping advising people to say, let me be a brand ambassador for you through the Miss South Africa, because this Miss South Africa, it's a beauty pageant. Once your brand is at the national level, wow, it's gone. It's just gone. I'm a full-time into marketing. I approached one lady. She's into bridal dresses. I said, you know what? Why don't I become an influencer of your bridal dresses? But Hasabat Baba value and marketing. She said, no, I don't. I think I'm fine. And I said, you know what? Imagine with proper makeup, we're doing the live, we staged the real wedding. I'm there, your dresses, we're showcasing them. Your brand is gone. So yeah, unfortunately, not all people believe in marketing. They believe that I don't want to collaborate. Because
I think with that 1 year, we've tried approaching someone too with that concept, but lebaka la gagela goreng abe ana rile aka se kgone gore apesa mmereko wa gage was usually the clothes he used for the displays ga gage ya bile maybe o tlo o dile go gene o batle go dira mosese. So while I am itseng gore o tlo go pika, he can just put the dress on display for the time being, or a bontshe batho mmereko o diranga a certain piece that they have in their
but still we can argue with the person to say a 1 meter cloth is 65 rand there Ankara or a Seshwesh. If you really want to take your business out there, wow, sabarokele di top 3 and then dress by, and then you the risk less than 450, and then your brand is out there in a podcast.
You're gonna gain more.
So that to me it was an excuse. It's not a real valid reason.
We already approach a lot of people, but so how can you describe a difference between marketing and advertising? Because I think a lot of us Basha in terms of both podcasting, broadcasting, doing music, because the last episode the artist, and then we don't get sponsors, we don't get what. I think problem we don't know the foundation of this thing. What is the difference between marketing and advertising? So if we create and promoting, because ke nagana re motho wane ha tshwere ntho yo gore ke go marketela ke go advertise ke go promotela ene ke mafoko a ikemetseng. Yes, di kana di na combo somewhere, but wena because of o setso jele ncwadi ka tsone matlhase di thata. What's the difference between marketing, promoting and advertising?
Okay, actually it's just more or less the same thing. I'll use them in a different scenarios. Santla, they say that marketing is so important that if you don't do it, it's like winking at the girl at night. We don't see that you're winking at me. So I always say on my formal employment, when I close my presentation, to say my department is so important that it needs to be showcased there. Because if you don't, it's like you are winking at me at night and I don't see your interest in me. Now, marketing, wow, different strategies are used to market your brand out there. Right now, it's more into online. Rabona Tatore, I'll use them interchangeably with as well as advertising. Raiti huna lidi billboard I get out there, out in and but then the billboard, I remember when we did the gospel show, the billboard for maybe for 21 days, 80,000 rand in a certain road, which is a lot of money. But let us also go back to the basic. How tlamonna kile brand, kile Berlina Lekgethwane, ne? Unali whatever show, and you want me to invest money to you, I will ask you, what are my return on investment as a brand? So when you go there, ubatla sponsors. Firstly, don't go there as if you are begging them. Go there and showcase what you are offering to them. Go there to say, let's say when I approach the company, I say to them, okay, I approached one game trackers. It's called Mango Game Trackers. It's inside Sun City. It's for the adventures. I said to them, Berlina Lekgethwane is here. She's availing herself. She's a public figure. These are the stream that people will show. You will see your brand. Versus sponsor, they're totally different. So your attitude. I always say to people that I mentor, I love marketing, I love business management that I can mentor for free with regard to how do you get sponsors. Firstly, you are a brand, you are a podcast. When you go and approach APSA or whatever, make sure you wear your brand. Make sure, your attitude. Let's say maybe the kitten when I'm born, I must say that person has a winning attitude. Versus how people are like, I'm me. You need everything is all about staging. Stage that you need me. Sometimes you need to invite people to your podcast. Have a list of people that you want to sponsor your organization and say to them, okay, African Bank, what are the current campaign that you are running? Okay, we're currently running a maybe flat rate campaign. Okay, we are giving you a 10 minutes free into our studio. When I had a studio, I expect you are given this. Tell them, okay, you must come back, but this time you need to purchase what is called an open air time. So sometimes you need but to invest in a company how because of because of the relationship and the email alone is not enough. You need to knock, you need to invite people to where you operate. Not all people who have money understand your craft. So now, not them understanding your craft and not showcasing how many people, followers we have and where we are seeing ourselves as the people, really more like your introductory. Sometimes you need to show them and do your own market research to say a lot of young people between this age and this age are mostly in social media. They are following us. Therefore, your campaign will be showcased among us. So I think marketing and advertising, to answer that, there's a very thin line to that. I'll say the billboards, it's more into advertising. I'll say when I advertise into What magazine, it's more into advertising. But at the same time, I'm also doing marketing for my brand. So yeah.
Now promotion?
Promotion, to me, it's more to do with promoting your brand. For example, let's say maybe you were in one of the busy streets, let's say maybe Nelson Mandela Street, with a table, with a t-shirt, issuing out pamphlets of what you are doing, inviting people for a free 10 minutes. You'll be promoting it. So that's why I'm saying, let's use them in a different scenarios.
Yeah.
So you are promoting your brand. You can have promo girls or promo boys full-time promoting your brand. That is why they have a promotional companies. Let's say maybe event mo mafikeng ka di 1 tsa December. Every day they go door to door. They are just promoting with pamphlets, inviting people to participate. So that is, to me, it's promotion, promoting a brand. So interchangeably at the same time, because remember there is no a master for pronunciation. So no, Berlina, to me what you said is promotion, is marketing. It's advertising. That is why I'm saying let's use them interchangeably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makaris.
Yeah. Plenty dijo. I love food. I'm that type of person. You know, I'm a simple person. I give a to fucking knife. Yeah. So I love food. I love African food.
Yeah.
I love Koki, you know. Yeah, those are the type of food that I really love. So I'm not choosy. And you know, when you tell me that I must go for a diet, conflicts. So now I'm not gonna be real, because I get so so diet is not working for me.
Management of how management of how mmereko o dealer yang le wena ka this poem di mo feeling yone.
Firstly, God has given me the team. Some people are 8 or 9 years older than me, but I taught them that I'm going to lead you with respect, and you are going to respect me back, because respect is earned.
Yeah.
So I don't pin someone to give me respect. If you decide not to respect me, it's fine. But I'm very fortunate that my team respect me, because I chose to respect them first. And even gospaning, I don't walk around or talk to people as if I'm a manager. The administrators position. I call them ma, hello ma, how are you, mother? You know, so how change yeah. And firstly, the management can respect. Having Ubuntu, it's sad when I see other ladies out there, they treat people. It's sad when I see other ladies out there, and my sister, but already bigger position, problem. But unfortunately, they need to know
yeah.
So Muruti ka because now as a manager, if mistreat sabotage, come Monday they won't be there. Go different doctors, and you're not a doctor. But Osby, I'm off sick, and Elena audit or something very serious for your side. So I want to urge people to change attitude ya bona. Le nna fela when I'm wearing my track pants, I'm a simple person without makeup, I would see people mistreating me. And I'll be like, you know what? Don't respect me because of a certain car that I'm driving. That is wrong. Treat me as a human being before Obonor ke driver kulima. So I want to urge people, managers out there, that and honestly Mandela 8 leadership style. The 8th principle, it says you need to lead from the back. So my team, I taught them that even Berlina is not there at work. Be innovative. Profile yourself that I'll be the next manager. It's not like Nakebonoronzela span. Now moving. We need to move from this position to this position. So some people banale what is called inferiority complex. How much it's an excellent job. No. Like Masima Mangata, we can kaofela re robe something. So I think it's all about respecting people. Ubuntu, it's all about leading from the back. Allow people. No. Namo office nyaka. I've been here for 20 years. We've never done that campaign. So, but yeah, those managers, believe me, you're not gonna get production because young people batla no and ekima 4IR and ekima 2K and they're very creative. Allow them space to be creative and they will excel.
Koki, you have questions?
So with the pageant and work, do you ever have like a spare time where you have time to yourself and whatsoever?
I no longer have time for myself. Because firstly, when I joined the pageant, I didn't know it's a 12-month thing. Remember, I'm new to that. So I'm still studying my master's in public management. So I was like, no, it means January to June, Miguel, you'll be just a student. And then it's from June, the pageant. And boom, immediately when we were announced in their website, my life changed. The very same night, radios were calling me to say we need interviews, we need what. So it's all about, I take each day as it comes. Like from here I'm going to Freiburg for the provincial assembly, for the executive mayors, the CFO and it's a gala dinner. So whatever I'm doing now, after hours I need to recharge for that session. And when they go to sleep, I need to recharge to be a student and come back tomorrow. I'm driving again to a certain place. Sometimes I'm invited to Limpopo to come and do the community development. I go. When I'm tired, I say, Lord, strengthen me. And I go.
Speaking of having to travel from one province to another, is Noku funerals only based in Rustenburg or iteng ko di provinces tse dingwe whereby una le go tlhoka go enteng?
We are branching it to Mafikeng.
Okay.
As an influencer, I brought it to Mafikeng. We had a seminar business seminar called View Mabani. I was exhibiting it and showcasing that, you know what, we are willing to drive anyway.
Okay.
No. Rekopa 10 minutes come to our podcast for free. We will promote you, we'll advise you, market you, advertise. Go Freiburg go yenteng go ba bolelele gore for the T-K²Podcast Mafikeng ke bana ba bedi ba Mafikeng o wana kwa ganyesa.
Alright.
So maybe tla re ha o itseng ya mo teng.
Yeah.
It's our time. We have to magaira ise go pele ba bona ra phela akere. Koki o nne go happy.
Ke nagana ke di boditse tsotlhe engwe ke nagana ke ya harile gaufi le go tsolela ke ile go re bule everything, unless maybe I can ask it now. Okay, so what are your plans after the pageant? Are you gonna maybe like enter other pageants? Because I want to believe kona le tse ding ko ntleng ga Mrs. SA, right? Around the long go di tsenela and all that.
Universe.
You know, sometimes I miss going to the garage. I miss me. I miss myself. You know, sometimes people see me and then they're like, "Where did I see you?" Sometimes I miss me being a laid back, being, you know, in my corner, not having a busy Saturdays and you know. So I think after this one, firstly, I won't lie, I want to win.
Yes,
with the help of the voters.
Yes. And
I always say to people, I enter something to win. If I don't win, yes, I have a room for disappointment. But when I do something, I do it for win. And I normally say, push, you know. So we are 30 now. There'll only be one lady who will be crowned, and first princess and the second princess. Firstly, before anything, there gonna be any pageant, for the Miss South Africa one, I would wish as much support as possible. And I'm mostly supported by strangers or people that I meet. Then people by Longkore, I was expecting support from them. Moto have vote to Kopanale Motori. Is there any one vote? They don't vote. So I want, before answering that, to say to people listening, to say, please vote for Berlina. You just SMS, you just type in your SMS BERLINA, and then my surname is Lekgethwane, is LEKGETHWANE. You SMS it to 47587. Let me repeat the number again. It's 47587. It's 3 rand. Yes. So please SMS so that we have the Mrs. South Africa Mohai to ignite those investors everywhere, to have as much big business seminar as possible, whereby all those brands will come. Stadium, and then we collaborate. We cannot collaborate when we are far apart. So as for joining another pageant, I don't know, because I would wish that I want to be the Miss South Africa, and Northwest, at least Northwest, you know. So the investors, and after that, I don't know, because my life is controlled by God. Personally, Berlina, I would say, it's too much work. And it's, you know, it's also taxing, because how we do when you love community development, you just feel diesel. So I'm not sure about entering another one.
This one. No, guys, make sure our nation, everyone, you need to vote. It's a must. The loud voice.
Yes. Imagine if more Northwest Mr. SA and Mrs. SA. That would be amazing. I mean, we have 2 candidates already from our province. We know them, and we always push by Iti. Let's support them.
You are big and so to I know. She's big, she's benekan. The sponsorship is not the sponsorship, being an ambassador to the company, brand ambassador. Is it brand or business ambassador?
That's a brand ambassador.
A brand ambassador. Let's go. Plus, you, our nation, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
It's simple. BRS.
BERLINA.
It's your name.
It's Berlina Lekgethwane. 47587.
3 rand hela to know. Tsamahala hadidiri.
So I dirwa fela ka that SMS ha go na mo re khona go tsena teng online ka linki.
No, I get no Haditwani. Some page and bona or body post a certain fee. Corona is just 3 rand. Every month there's a monthly stats like Motwaskar Kiamela the 15th of November. Getla SMS. Every month they sum up, and then the total staging. But SMS alone is not enough. Let us also make community development during this platform. Sometime in one community meeting, you know, business. Why do you It's because project management, marketing, and all those. So let us exhibit, and at the same time you'll be selling exhibition fee. For 200 rand, 150, all those organizations that live in Dilimoto, invite them. I'll just come and then get those basha. Everyone will invite them. It's an exhibition space.
Okay.
Makaris, Koki.
So, because I hear that you're saying this is a 1-year thing. How many months are you left with?
I'm in the finalist now, so we are left with August, September, October. Kadi 16 to 17 November, I'll be back on the national stage. Get a pageant for the crowning. Yeah. For the top 3.
No, we'll have to. Our nation, we need to make sure we vote. At least the voter right to Mubiking for Timula Trompion.
And they must buy tickets. Northwest, please buy tickets. Array Emperor's Palace. It's a black tie type of event. It's evening gowns for the ladies. Go there and support one of your own. Reckon the ticket for $650 and go to Emperor's Palace and let's do this.
T-K²! No, guys, we are making sure buy us ticket. We want to go there, guys. The whole system is Berlina Lekgethwane. Atwa number 1, Ataya, the title. Nahana bunka jobukalo.
Yeah.
Miss Essay.
I'm very honored to be with you guys. Yeah.
We're also honored that you were able to grace us with your presence.
Yes.
Guys, in Spalo say thing, but to wa kolobet, good get No, the first thing ke boning ga se gantsi motho ka na le bone be ba nna like re tsene re jagile reng le di nerves e bidia go godimo but I ka no re bona you is go tlase no ra le boga mantso a mangwe mantsi ga yo a leng tengela gore modimo a tswele pele a go push and a go na le goreng a go kuke ka tumelo lo ena this thing we kuke ka tumelo because o ka bona go a tshepa modimo wa gago gona le tso di bonang gona le tso sa di boneng tse ya go di direlang gona le tso sa khone go di tshwarang tso di tshwarang le tsone ka nwa di lebogela mara tso sa di tshwareng ke tsone tse le modimo a dilang ka tsone bo bale ba ipusetsang ko morago tswela pele hela yalo o rata setšhaba se sa rona le rona tlhe ha ntse o ya ko
Yes, and I also want to encourage people to follow T-K²Podcast. Please follow them in the Instagram. They're a lovely brand. Government stakeholders, please advertise into their space. All the departments, all the NGO, non-profit organization, all businesses. Here's a brand. It's a podcast. It's a latest live streaming thing. Let's see them and support them. Give support from the Mrs. South Africa's Finalist, Berlina Lekgethwane. Thank you.
We love you.
I think what we have, grabbed from Sen Osibua Khumpian Gena in a way, from here going forth, if you know, posts and and we will forever be grateful for that.
And I'm a call away if you guys want business mentoring, coaching, financial revenue versus expenditure. That is very important as a brand.
Thank you very much.
So, Kaleboha.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Also follow Berlina on all social media platforms. We'll be sure to drop her.
Yeah, my Instagram is Berlina_Lekgethwane. And then my official Facebook page where the judges every day are watching me. What is that I'm doing? The good guy and is Berlina Lekgethwane, Mrs. South Africa Finalist 2023. And I'm also there TikTok.
Yeah, no, that one.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
From your waiting for the one and only Tony Cap, come see. Mr. Self-made man, right? Con freezy guys, kill it. Till we meet again and again.
Koki, we are.